You wake up, you have food, you have a phone, maybe a job, maybe friends, and yet something feels missing. Not sadness, not anger, just empty. Like you're watching your own life from behind glass. You scroll, you eat, you sleep, you repeat. And the worst part, you can't even explain it to anyone, because from the outside, your life looks fine. So what is this feeling, and why does nobody talk about it? Today, I'm going to tell you exactly why you feel empty. And it has nothing to do with depression, trauma, or your childhood. It goes much deeper than that. And once you understand it, you can never unsee it. Here's the first thing nobody tells you. That empty feeling, it's not a malfunction, it's a message. 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor named Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth. He had everything: power, wealth, fame, armies. And in his private journal, a journal he never meant for anyone to read, he wrote about how even the greatest men who ever lived were eventually forgotten. He was literally the most powerful man alive, and he felt the emptiness too. So did Seneca, one of the richest men in Rome. So did Epictetus, a slave with nothing. All three felt it. All three wrote about it. That tells you something important. The void doesn't care how much you have. It's not asking for more money, more followers, a better relationship. It's asking a completely different question. And that question is, who are you actually living for? Let me give you the Stoic diagnosis. The Stoics believed every human being has two lives. The first life is the outer life, your job, your looks, your reputation, what people see. The second life is the inner life, your values, your thoughts, your character, what you actually are. Here's the problem. Modern life is completely obsessed with the outer life. From the moment you wake up, the world is asking, are you successful enough? Do you look good enough? Are people impressed with you? And slowly, without realizing it, you start living entirely for the outer life. You chase things, you get them, you feel nothing. Why? Because the Stoics said, emptiness is what happens when your outer life and your inner life disconnect. Seneca once said, stop performing your life. Start living it. Think about the last time you did something purely for yourself, not for likes, not for approval, not to impress anyone. When was the last time you sat in silence and just existed? Most people can't remember. And that's the problem. You've been so busy building a life that looks good that you forgot to build a life that feels good. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. The empty feeling has always existed, but right now it's at epidemic levels. And the reason is simple. Your phone is a void-filling machine. Every time that empty feeling rises up, that quiet discomfort, you reach for your phone. You scroll. The feeling disappears for about 4 minutes, then it comes back, so you scroll again. The Stoics had a word for this trap. Externals. They defined externals as anything outside your control that you use to feel okay about yourself. Likes, comments, validation, status, other people's opinions. Marcus Aurelius warned about this constantly. He said to confine yourself to the present, because when you're scrolling, you're never present. You're watching other people's highlight reels and measuring your insides against their outsides. And here's the brutal truth. Every time you escape the emptiness instead of sitting with it, it grows. You're not filling the void, you're feeding it. So what do you actually do? The Stoics gave us a 3-step answer. Step 1. Name it. Marcus Aurelius practiced something called self-attention, the simple act of observing yourself without judgment. Next time you feel empty, don't run from it. Don't grab your phone. Just sit with it for 60 seconds and say out loud, I feel empty right now. That's it. Just name it. Modern neuroscience actually confirms this. Naming an emotion reduces its intensity by up to 50%. The Stoics figured this out 2,000 years before the brain scans. Step 2. Ask the right question. The wrong question is, how do I stop feeling empty? The right question is, what does this emptiness want me to notice? Usually the answer is one of 3 things. You're living by someone else's values, not your own. You're doing work that means nothing to you, or you've abandoned a part of yourself to fit in. The emptiness is your soul's GPS system. It's rerouting you. Step 3. Do one thing that is purely yours. Stop waiting for your life to become meaningful. Make it meaningful. Today, with one small thing. Write, walk, build, create. Call someone you love, not because it looks good, because it is good. Do one thing today with 0 audience. This is how you start closing the gap between your outer life and your inner life. Here's the part most self-help content never gets to. The emptiness never fully goes away. And that's okay. The Stoics didn't promise a life without discomfort. They promised something better, a life where discomfort doesn't control you. Marcus Aurelius lost children. He fought wars. He dealt with betrayal and plague and constant pressure. He still woke up every morning and chose to live with purpose. Not because life was perfect, but because he decided his response to life would be. There's a concept in Stoicism called Amor Fati. It means love your fate. Not just accept it, love it. Every moment of emptiness, every painful season, every failure, because those are the exact moments that build who you are. The void isn't your enemy, it's the forge. So let me bring this home. You feel empty because you've been living on the surface of your life, chasing things that were never going to fill you, performing for an audience instead of living for yourself. The Stoics figured this out before smartphones, before social media, before any of this noise. And their answer was simple. Come back inside. Reconnect with your own values, your own voice, your own definition of a good life. Not your parents' definition, not Instagram's definition, yours. That emptiness you feel, it's not a sign something is wrong with you. It's a sign you're human, and that somewhere deep inside, you still know the difference between a life that looks good and a life that is good. The question is, which one are you going to choose? If you've ever felt this way and never had the words for it, comment one word below that describes how you feel right now. Just one word. I read every single one.